Hello and welcome to the channel. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has reiterated its readiness for next week's Saturday presidential election. INEC Chairman Professor Yakubu Mahmood made the call at the International Conference Center (ICC) in Abuja yesterday. There has been palpable fears around the country that the continuous protest disrupting activities owing to the Naira crisis could lead to the postponement of the election. Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai further alleged that it was the plan all along created by some cabals in the government so an interim government can't be installed. But, reassuring Nigerians, Mahmoud said that everything was in place to ensure a successful and peaceful electoral process. The International Conference Center will serve as the venue where election materials will be compiled and the eventual winner announced. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. We are ready for elections, INEC security agents declare. Amid widespread apprehension and crisis occasioned by the new Naira redesign policy and insinuations that it is a ploy to prevent vote buying, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) yesterday declared that it had concluded plans to conduct the general elections beginning next Saturday. In similar vein, the Nigeria Police, Military High Commands, other security agencies and the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) all reassured Nigerians of their readiness to supervise and ensure a peaceful 2023 elections. During the week, protests erupted across the country over the new Naira scarcity, heightening tension in the polity and apprehension that the protest could affect the impending polls negatively. Some politicians even alleged that agents of the federal government were planning to use the card swap policy to incite crisis for military takeover. But INEC, seemingly unperturbed by the insinuations, has gone ahead to put final touches to its preparation for the elections. Yesterday in Abuja, Chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, as part of activities to perfect the Commission's preparation for Saturday's poll, visited the training center for presiding and assistant presiding officers. Yakubu also inspected the International Conference Center (ICC) Abuja, venue for the final collation of the 2023 general election results. Addressing journalists at the ICC, Yakubu dismissed reports of any planned postponement of the general elections, declaring that the commission is good to go. He said, basically, what we have done today is to go through two activities. The first one is the training of the second batch of ad hoc staff for the election. Last week, we trained supervisory presiding officers, SPOs nationwide, and today and tomorrow, we will finish the training of the presiding officers, POS. Assistant presiding officers 1, 2, and 3. These are the offices or the ad hoc staff we are going to deploy to polling units. Majority of them are members of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. After that, we visited the International Conference Center, where we will perform basically three activities. 1. There is a hall that is going to serve as the media center for both international and international observers. Media organizations accredited for elections. We are also going to do our own briefing of observers coming up on Tuesday next week at the same venue. The African Hall will The African Hall will serve as collation center for the presidential election. By the side of the Africa Hall will be our own situation room where we will deploy our platforms, which is INEC Citizens Contact Center (ICCC). Here, citizens can ask questions, respond to issues or challenges in the field, and we will be able in turn to also respond speedily to give citizens a happy voting experience. For the media, there will be a place we have earmarked for those who wish to set up studios to be able to do so, and those of you who wish to bring your outside broadcasting vans. In essence, The 2023 general election is here. By this time next week, Nigerians will be voting in over 176,000 polling units nationwide, and the outcome of that process for presidential election will be compiled here and announced. Asked whether the recent protest across the country over the new naira scarcity might lead to the postponement of the election, Yakubu shrugged it off, saying that the role of providing election security is the sole responsibility of security agencies. He, however, disclosed that the Commission would meet with heads of security agencies to discuss more on safeguarding the environment for a peaceful election. We are working together, and the security agencies have assured and reassured us that they will secure the environment for elections to go on peacefully nationwide, he said. Giving an update on his recent visit to the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele over the cash crunch, the INEC chairman expressed optimism that the Commission's demand will be met with a positive response. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. We visited the CBN last week on the issue of cash for payment of some of the services that we are going to engage on Election Day. The bulk of payment for goods, works, and services is made by the Commission through electronic transfer. But there are certain critical services that we have to remunerate by cash. And that's why we went to the CBN. Though it is a small percentage of the budget, the central bank has assured us that we will not suffer any encumbrances in that regard. So there are no issues with respect to that, he added. Yakubu further disclosed that candidates who are contesting for the presidential election will on Wednesday, February 22 at 3 p.m. sign the final peace accord, pledging to ensure a violence-free poll. The event holds at the International Conference Center, Abuja. Speaking to the NYSC members who will serve as ad hoc staff earlier, Yakubu told them that they will swear to an oath of neutrality in line with Section 26 of the Electoral Act 2022. Meanwhile, military and police spokesmen who responded to checks by The Guardian on their preparedness for the election said they were fully prepared to assist INEC in giving the nation the best election ever. Police spokesman CSP Muyiwa Adejobi said police has reassured Nigerians that it was ready for the election. Security-wise, the police is good to go. INEC will speak on its drives and technicalities, Adejobi said. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.